Alright, EUR CHF analysis. I'm just going to walk you through what's going to happen next, what trade I am going to take today, and so on. So on the weekly chart, we have relative equal highs here, straight up. It's a very good indicator where price is going to go next. However, we also had those previous relative equal highs, which already got taken out. So I don't consider them too much anymore. And those were also the main relative equal highs. I consider those ones to be just new ones. So they're not as strong as the previous ones. Because now this is more so just buy side liquidity itself. This is just a swing high with additional relative equal highs that have now just been created. But I don't take too much weight into that. Because again, the main relative equal highs were those ones. And those already got taken out. It was very obvious that we're going to go for the previous week high. So this was also my target for the entire week. However, I wasn't able to catch that move. Going on to the daily. So just by looking at this from this perspective, we have those relative equal highs to be taken out. However, we already took out the previous relative equal highs out, which is indicating to me that we need to go lower first in order to get to this buy side liquidity up here. So what am I thinking? We have FEG here. In order to go higher, we first have to go lower. So the pattern just repeats. This is where it gets very simple, right? This is where basically I don't even tell you much more new information, but you still have to understand it. This pattern is basically just repeating itself. That we just saw on the daily chart to the upside, now we're seeing it on the downside. We have relative equal lows, we have relative equal lows again. Those are the primary two relative equal lows. In addition, we have a daily FEG indicating more that we'll go lower first and then higher, which is exactly why my bias for today is bearish. Everybody who looks at this is like, man, this can only go to the upside. Look how much we're pumping. But I am only looking for intraday moves. It is simply just repeating. And what am I looking for? I'm simply looking out for this FEG right now to fall into. And then I want lower prices. Your target could either be those relative equal lows or the relative equal lows with the FEG. Now this is where it gets a little bit more subjective because those are relative equal lows for sure. You can tell that because of this week, but those ones are more subjective, right? Because they are a little bit too far apart. So again, you want to get into this FEG, trade lower. The stop loss is extremely exaggerated because this video is not supposed to be a signal. This video is supposed to be a direction, but this could be something your trade could be looking like. So either trading into this one or this one. In this case, I would even say it's safe to say that it will go even into the FEG, but that's for you to decide. So conclusion of the video, we'll go lower, trade lower, take shorts, be cautious of longs. In this scenario where we will still go higher for the relative equal highs, my bias will probably not change, that we will take out this FEG right here. We will trade lower to it at some point. I don't think that we will keep on going forever and just basically reverse the entire pair, right? Because this pair is on a downtrend. We might have some small uptrends here and there, but this pair is basically trending downwards.